Alright, let's get this done. I miss driving this thing. I really do. Weather is on point today. Back to another episode of Project Explore. I believe this is the 7th episode of the series. This is my weekly update vlog mod series on the truck that I've had for almost a year now. We are literally just a couple weeks away from the big 1 year with my Explorer. So, as you can see, still stock. So I'm going to talk about basically just clarifying some things on what's going on with this thing in the future. Some mods and stuff that I talked about a few weeks ago, or maybe even a week ago at this point. That'll be going on. So my final build list for later on this month, when I get $500 from my mom, thank goodness for that, is going to be going into some cosmetic work, some under the hood work, and all that. So I'm going to clarify what's going on. So starting off at the rear end of the truck, we're going with a new set of CG black taillights. Now I'm probably going to post a picture of them up here for a quick moment.
My name is Jeff.
But they're quite simply just the same as this. This bit right here is still red, this bit is still white, but the rest of it is black. And the reason I want to get my taillights replaced is, one, because it'll look better, and two, there's this spot right here, which was on the truck when I bought it, so that was not a side effect of when I got rear-ended back in August. And it's a little bit of exhaust work. So as you can see, my pipe is rusted out pretty bad, but the real thing is down in the muffler system. I've been talking about for months now wanting to get a replacement muffler put in, and I'm going to be going with a single exit Flowmaster kit because since I'm going to be running on a budget, I'm wanting to start saving some money together to either, one, get a project car, or two, get this thing finished. Because basically what I'm planning is I'm getting it repainted. My final plan for when I actually have enough money, I might get a job after school lets out this year when I graduate, getting it repainted because there's a lot of little imperfections I want to fix, like the rust here and all the damage on the doors and stuff. There is also wheels and tires, which my parents are going to cover for me this one. They said they've been looking for something to do for a graduation gift for me, and I've been wanting to do 20-inch wheels and tires on this thing for a while now, and I may do tire text on these until I can get my replacement ones later this year. Wheels are quite dirty. I haven't done much cleaning with them lately. Last time I washed it about a week or two ago. I did not do anything to the wheels, so they're disgusting. But eventually down the road, I'm getting my headlights redone as well. Even though I just restored them, which is why I'm not doing it right now. They're in great shape, really. It's just some moisture in the light, which is what kept me from going for the Halo kit, which I could easily afford if I didn't save any money. So that's basically most of the cosmetic stuff that'll be done very soon. So the lights in the Flowmaster are confirmed to be coming in a few weeks once I get the money together and I get everything ordered. I'll probably be doing another special episode of Project Explorer, maybe late, it may not be, with my buddy Ethan at my school's auto shop, putting this together, do before and after shots and stuff with the Flowmaster, without the Flowmaster on the stock system. Another thing I'm wanting to do is, for those of you who don't know this truck, it has had a lot of problems since I got it, aesthetically and under the hood. Aesthetically, you got this door handle, which was just broken the day I got it. I showed it off in the big reveal video about a year ago. Also, valve cover gaskets. Now, when I first bought it, or my dad first bought it, really, parents, I don't know, one of the valve covers was blown. And recently, one day I was out here running it because it was cold and it hadn't ran in a little bit of time. I think it was whenever the snow finally subsided. And I was like, let's crank it, let it run for a minute. I began to smell smoke, and I turned the truck off, and I heard a hissing noise, and I saw a lot of smoke. I thought my thermostat had blown again, because that actually happened as well. That's a funny story, actually, as well. But it turns out the other valve cover gasket had just blown. So I'm leaking oil in 2 different spots in the block, and it's going to take a little bit of labor to fix. I may not do a video on that, because that will actually take about a day or two to completely do, because there's a lot of work going into it. I'm going to pop the hood real quick and show you guys where the valve covers are actually located. Another thing I really want to do, I'm tempted to do with my spare money, is get keyless entry installed because it's really handy. So thing I like about these trucks is that it's very simple. It latches down here. I just spat all over my phone. By the way, seatbelt pads, great shape still. Definitely recommend them, even though they were pretty inexpensive. Alright, so I'm gonna pop the hood. Try to do this one-handed. There we go. That wasn't the smartest thing to do. So the first valve cover gasket's down in here somewhere, and that's where it's blown. Is about there on the side there. Be a little bit of work while they remove this entire top bit of the block. And then the other is simply right there. So you can tell there's a lot of oil and stuff all over the place. The motor hasn't been greased up lately or cleaned up. It's definitely overdue to be cleaned. I'm going to be checking all the fluids here soon as well to make sure that I've got enough coolants and that I've got enough stuff for that, because those don't remember, my thermostat blew. And the thermostat was also a pain in the neck to get to. It's right there. And that's the new one, actually. It's the housing. The plunger thingy itself, the little spring-loaded device, was fine. It was just the housing blew, and it just splashed coolant all over my motor. I thought I blew my motor. I was actually very frightened, but you know, nothing major. So let's talk about some other stuff. Let's do something a little bit different, because I've talked about mods this entire series. Let's move on to another topic. What are the Sport Trac's biggest rivals? And I would say the Avalanche was the biggest, but you can't really say that because the Avalanche was considered a full size due to the fact that it was based off a Suburban, which is based off a Silverado. So it was really just a short bed Silverado with 4 doors, and it's kind of wasteful. I don't know why Chevy did it. Of course, this is what started the SUT craze, people who wanted an SUV and would like the practicality of a truck but didn't really need it, which is the entire reason I got this, because we didn't have a truck here. For those who don't know, my mom drives a minivan, my dad has a Mustang, so it's a little difficult to get anything done around here utility-wise. We can't put Christmas trees in the back of the van like we can this. I wish I had pictures of it, but the tree we got was so big, actually, that it dangled across. It was hitting road signs on the side of the road. But the closest competitors, I would say, were the Honda Ridgeline and the Dodge Dakota. Even though the Dodge Dakota was in the actual mid-size truck class, this is an SUT vehicle. The Ridgeline was the closest competitor, and I may do a video with my uncle's Ridgeline whenever we might be grabbing them for a little while later on this month. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. It will take a big damper on my videos for sure, because I'll be moving up to the upstairs level, which is usually pretty crowded, pretty noisy. But I'll keep you guys, like I said, I'll keep you guys updated on that as we move on. But yeah, my goal for this thing, let's go back to the original topic we were talking about here, the Ridgeline. My uncle's actually owned one of these. He's owned I believe it was a 2001 4x4, and he currently owns a 2006 Ridgeline. And he loves his Ridgeline to death, but he loves the Sport Trac just as much. He liked the kind of hooks on the outside here, that where this is basically for like hooking stuff. For example, when we used to do dump runs with this thing, we would hook the little bungee cords down here and have it latch across the other side. Kind of like how it is here in the box links, as Ford calls them. Basically the same thing. And the fact that a power window, I don't believe the Ridgeline had one. Prove me wrong. I'm not a big fan of the Ridgeline myself, so I don't know a lot about it. And there's a lot of debate. Are these really even trucks? In fact, I actually got called out by a middle schooler earlier the day I was filming this, which is yesterday for you guys. I think, yeah, yesterday for you guys that are watching this. And I was called out because they were saying this isn't a truck. This is a truck bed, therefore it is a truck. That has been my argument since I got the thing. Everyone's like, it's an SUV. I'm like, it's a truck. It's obvious, really. If this was an SUV, if I wanted an SUV, I would have bought an Expedition or something. If I wanted an SUV that was this big. So that's my argument. That's my settlement on that. Yeah, the Ridgeline and the Explorer Sport Trac are two totally awesome trucks. A lot of people hate the Ridgeline because it's a Honda, and front wheel drive is kind of its two-wheel drive mode. Of course, they are full automatic four-wheel drive, so they can tell you're starting to slip, it'll engage. It's like a Focus RS or GTR's four-wheel drive system in ways. Well, no, not entirely, because the GTR and Focus are always four-wheel drive no matter what. But you guys get the idea of where I'm going with that. The Sport Trac, though, had a transfer case system up in here. This was actually where the transfer case would have been if this was a 4x4. which in that case it wouldn't be getting lowered. So, but yeah, so would I say the Ridgeline was a definite threat to the Sport Trac? I would say yes, because it did give it quite a run for its money with its practicality advances over this thing. But in all, brand reputation, these are the more favored trucks. Everyone loves the Sport Trac more than the Ridgeline unless you're a Ridgeline owner. Which, I mean, it makes sense, even though if I really wanted to get a Honda, in my opinion, so take this with a grain of salt, because again, I don't know anything about the Ridgeline, I would totally have gone with, like, the Pilot or the, or even the Element, and I hate the Element. I mean, it looks great, I see what they were going with it, but they didn't build it right, with the engine choice and stuff. But anyway, that's on my yapping about Hondas that aren't even really in production anymore. Of course, the Ridgeline's back. I saw them the other day, and it looked great. I really want Ford to bring this back, even though it's not really possible with the unibodies. Maybe they'll do a Bronco Sport Trac or something. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this weird video, I guess you could say, where I was ranting on all sorts of different crap. But thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you guys later. Take care, guys.